Wow. When my brother started at First Baptist Church of Lincoln Gardens, I remember the old church. And I remember my nephews only being 1 year old. And boy, I still consider young then. And I was pretty much right out of college. And it was really just such a great time. I just remember being so happy and just so proud of him, being senior pastor of such a really, prominent church. And, from all that he had labored and, going to school and serving as an assistant, and my brother had been my pastor, as a child when our father died. And so to see him as such a pastor of a great church was just really awesome. And doing this as a young new father as well as a fairly new husband, I just really thought it was awesome. So, two things. First, it's really something that he is actually retiring. First of all, I know that he didn't think he would actually last this long. And so to make it 30 years is remarkable. I know for, many of us, making it 30 years anywhere is remarkable. And I know my brother did not expect to make it 30 years. And so to reach this achievement is amazing. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy that he has reached his goals and really has, I believe, surpassed many of the goals that he thought that he would achieve. And he's done so much more, so much for the community. I hear so many people sharing with me just what a blessing he has been to the community. And so I'm so proud of him. It's just really a blessing. And I look forward to what God has in store for him and all the things that he really would desire to do, and not having the administrative work that comes along with being a pastor, but still allowing God to use him and all the gifts that God has given him so that he can continue to be a blessing, certainly to the community, but also so that he can sit back and to be able to enjoy some of the things that he would like to be able to enjoy with not only himself, but with his wife, so that they can perhaps spend a little bit more time just together. And so I'm just really happy and really excited for him. Certainly will be different. It'll be different with him no longer being senior pastor of First Baptist Church of Lincoln Gardens. But my hope and my prayer is that it will be a good different for both he and for my dear sister-in-law, Donna.
So yes, our father was very articulate.
Yeah.
But he was very laid back. So laid back, you'd ask him a question on Sunday, and he'll answer it Monday night.
Which is why he purposely did
like when you just did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Dad was. He was really, he was something, man. He worked in Newark at a school, so he would get home about. He'd get home at West Kenny Junior High School.
Okay.
He would get home about 4:30 every day, and we had very strict rules, strict curfew, strict everything. And one day, I met him when he walked in the door, and I wanted to go to a party over the weekend, and I wanted him, to give me permission because I'm going to the park. My friends will be there. You know how it is.
Right.
So I said, Dad, I just need to know, can I go to the party Saturday night? He said, well, look, man, I just got home from work. Let me go upstairs, take a nap. We'll talk about it later on. I said, Dad, I need to know now. I'm going to the park. My boys are there.
Right.
So he said, well, if you need to know now, the answer is no. I said, Dad, go upstairs, take a nap. We'll talk about it later on. I mean, he was like, it was like military, you know? He had a routine. He wouldn't break it. There was no negotiation at all, at all. So, so one day, I went with him to West Kenny. I was in junior high, and West Kenny was a junior high, and his school was open and my school was closed. So I went with him to work. And man, those kids were throwing paper and cussing and running out the hallway. When I got home, my father said, well, Buster, I'd like to talk to you about, what was your experience? I said, Dad, let me go upstairs, take a nap. We'll talk about it. I was tired from watching him work all day. So I got it after that. Yes, sir.
With all them haze on,
yeah, right. We'll take this over there too. This, don't even worry about it.